Welcome to the Mighty
Penis.
Nerd Podcast, your one-stop shop for, I don't know, Nike deals along the East Coast. I'm Solid Snarf, and joined with us today are FistTruck.
Hey.
Hello. That's not. You said West Coast before we started recording.
It changes. We're fluid. And HeyyyyyTony. Yeah. All we really got today. It's like Xbox news, talking about like a podcast that they had, I guess, to squelch some rumors that have been going around that they're getting out of the console business. Definitely a full 1.5 hour podcast for something that could have been an email.
I'm sure they talked about other stuff aside from that.
They talked about like 5 things. It was all right.
Wait. Now I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. The like the official Xbox podcast.
Yeah.
Sea of Thieves came out, and
Trash.
yeah. Well, we'll talk about it then. And just, I guess, some more Helldiver update. That's what we got planned for today.
Did you mean Skull and Bones?
What did I
Say
say?
Sea of Thieves.
I did say Thieves. Well, you know.
What'd you say trash to?
Yes. All right.
To which one?
Damn, he caught us both. I meant Skull and Bones.
Okay, because things that saying Sea of Thieves has something to do with the Xbox news. That's why.
No.
Yeah.
I'm just giving a heads up on what we're doing today. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, that's it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Skull and Bones, not Sea of Thieves. So I guess we can just get into the Xbox stuff. So, you know, people were, I guess, extrapolating from very small amount of news that. So 2 things. There are rumors that Xbox is going to send a couple of games over outside of their network, you know, of Xbox and PC to like PlayStation cross-platform. And that's one thing that happened. And then, you know, we don't have definite numbers, but everybody's assuming that PlayStation outsold, as of, you know, today, outsold Xbox, I think 50 million to 27 million. So a bunch of people were extrapolating from that, that it's a better business model for them to just, you know, do the Xbox Game Pass and like games as a service type thing, and like stay away from consoles. So you have this big, I don't know, not even big, just like a couple of people talking shit, and it spread like wildfire, that they're getting out of the console business entirely, like the actual physical media stuff. So they had a podcast, and they specifically said that no, we're not out of the console making business. We are still in making games for exclusive console stuff. And they just talked about they're sending 4 games out to cross-platform, you know, into other like PlayStation. So as a part of their like business model, I think the specific term was future of Microsoft Health or Xbox Health something. They didn't specifically say which ones it was, but it definitely was not Starfield or the new Indiana Jones game. And they specifically, you know, omitted what it was. I think they said that all of Blizzard games are coming to Xbox Game Pass. I think the first one is going to be Diablo 4, which I have on PlayStation. Yeah. So 2 rumors that were just people talking shit.
What else is new?
Yeah, pretty much. Like it's not even news because it's just people making things up. It's like weird.
That's what we call rumors. Which I guess speaking of rumors, Speaking of rumors, I guess this is by way of The Verge, who reported on this, said that they have like sources close to or who are familiar with Microsoft's plan, and that the first two games might, in the article they say will be, but I'll just say might. Hi-Fi Rush and Pentiment, if everyone knows. Well, I think
I know Hi-Fi Rush, but
Pentiment
doesn't.
it was a small thing. Or not, I don't want to say small thing, but it was kind of like it's a weird little game. I don't know how to describe it, but it's like very much a story game, done by Obsidian, and it kind of came out under the radar last year. I think it was last year or the year before that, but it came out, and when it came out, like for anyone who played it and all that reviewed it, pretty much it was like universally loved and stuff. Mm-hmm. But it flew pretty low under the radar. I know the whole aesthetic is like, if I'm not mistaken, is like medieval stuff, but it's a very much a story game. And then they're saying that after that there might be two more, which would be Sea of Thieves and Grounded. So it seems, if this is all correct, that they're starting small with like in terms of like right. The like how high profile the games were specifically. All those games, even though Sea of Thieves, I guess, when it came out, it had some sort of there was hype behind it, but I think over time it's definitely hit its stride, but it's much more of a low profile thing compared to like most other games.
Trying to think of like high profile games that's like even worth porting over. Like I think Starfield's a high profile game.
Starfield, yeah.
But it's like, do I care about it being ported over? Does anybody care about it being ported over?
I assume it would still sell really, really, really well.
Yeah.
If it got ported over, because maybe it's just people buying things sight unseen. But Starfield still sold really, really well when it came out. So
this is a question. This port stuff happening are titles like Halo.
We haven't gotten there yet.
Well, that's what people are hoping.
Yeah, I guess
right?
it's like the end game or something, maybe.
Yeah, because even because on the other end, PlayStation, like all of their stuff is like a year exclusive to the console, and then they're pretty much putting everything onto PC.
Kind of. I mean, is Ragnarok on PC?
I think is the original God of War on PC.
It is.
The original
God
of War
definitely was.
PC.
It definitely was not a year later.
It wasn't a year later, no.
Right. Well, for example, Final Fantasy VII, right? The Reunion.
Yeah.
What is it called? Is it called Reunion?
Rebirth. Or whatever.
Rebirth. That actually has a 3-month exclusivity to Sony, right? PlayStation.
Yeah,
but that doesn't mean that they're going to come out on the PC version for 3 months. They have to make it, probably number 16 will be the next Final Fantasy
be the first
game.
One. Yeah. But to be fair, those are not Sony games. Those are Square Enix. They just have like a little deal. It's not the same as God of War coming to PC or anything like that, because God of War is a Sony game.
Right, but God of War is on PC, the first one, right?
Yeah, but the thing is that we're talking about like Xbox exclusive games. So for example, if Xbox had a deal with Square Enix and it came to like that, it'd be the same thing, but just roles reversed, as opposed to something like Starfield, which is an Xbox exclusive, I guess, but they're doing the whole PC and Xbox thing simultaneously.
So, I mean, the point being is like, hopefully this opens up Sony to putting their stuff on Xbox also.
Yeah, fucking right. No, it's like Microsoft has way less, or significantly less to lose by bringing exclusives over to, Sony or the like PlayStation or the Switch or anything like that, because like Xbox is just like but one little like piss drop of Microsoft's business as a whole. So if they lose money on console sales or something, it's just like, oh well, like people are playing Xbox on all sorts of platforms, so they don't care.
speaking of terrible, terrible, horrible, absolutely detrimental news to Sony. They outsold Xbox by like almost double, and they're still not fucking happy.
Yeah, well, I imagine that's like for two reasons. First, I still imagine that's something from the pandemic. Because like every company under the sun that had explosive growth during the pandemic does not adjust for it being the pandemic, and it's clearly a freak of nature why, if you had like year over year growth for that year for like 2020 or 2021 of like hundreds of %, it's clearly because everyone has nowhere to fucking go except home.
Yeah.
But and I can only imagine that's like, oh hey, our sales, like, we didn't meet expectations by a certain amount. It's because you were fucking I guarantee they're basing it on just like nonsense.
Because it's also, it's investors. They're trying to appease the investors, saying, "Hey, if you stay with us, we're projecting this much, and then please stay with us, please stay with us." And then they don't make it. The investors go apeshit, lower the stock price a little bit, more people come in, and then they lower their projections for next year, and everything's fine. But I don't know. It's too volatile for my brain. A part of the Xbox podcast that they had last week, I guess they stated that they're looking forward to next gen, right? That's what they stated. So what does that mean? That means they're coming out with a next gen console, right? That's the only thing to extrapolate from that.
Yeah.
And we know, we don't know. But Switch is gonna come out with their upgrade eventually, and supposedly it's going to be Q1 of 2025. And I think some rumors
pushed back.
Yeah, it got pushed back. Originally it was Christmas time, and that was also for the new Xbox. Like they're also apparently, like, if there is something coming out, it would be Christmas 2024, which I think is early as hell. Yeah, and it's just. It's a weird race to the bottom. I don't know.
Well, I mean, it's a different story for Nintendo because like they'd be putting out a new console, which on the other hand, if like a new Xbox were to come out or new, I assume it'd be like a Slim of sorts or a beyond Slim because there's still the Series S, but that I don't know.
Well, they're talking about next gen, right?
That'd be fucking stupid.
Next gen was already kind of talked about.
Yeah.
Like that. Probably.
Yeah.
26 or 27.
26 or 27. And then
That wouldn't be bad.
Yeah, but
I mean,
then,
to be honest, this is my only issue with during the pandemic, it was fucking near impossible to up to a year ago, it's damn near impossible to.
Yep.
For you to open up and say, "Hey, well, we got more consoles," kind of slap in the face. A lot of people can get hands on one.
Yeah.
Fucking PS5 is still.
Yeah, I don't think it goes on sale.
Price increased, didn't it?
In like other regions,
okay.
not ours.
But yeah, there's really no purpose in actually having another console. In my opinion, I feel like it's pretty fast.
So the word on the street is, Xbox not really being. I mean, this generation, I wouldn't say that they've been competing with, first party things, right? They really just have Xbox Game Pass, which is awesome. We're again. Rumors on the street. We're saying that Xbox is moving forward with a next gen console to like undercut Sony because if they get their next gen out sooner than Sony, then Sony will have to push theirs forward, and it's just.
Trying to get so they can Xbox 360 situation. Next Xbox console will melt on top of your TV stand. It has been confirmed.
That's crazy.
Yeah, Oh, wow, I just got my 360. My friend sent me a 360 because I've been wanting to play Turok. And apparently the only game that I want to play from 360 era hasn't been fucking ported. So I can't play my Turok. I have to go back to the original 360.
Can't wait for you to miss all the time when you try shooting shit. It'll be great, man.
Oh, I know it's a bad game, but I just have such good memories of it.
Did you play that one, Tony?
Turok, yes.
Yeah.
The not the up the
The 360
recent
one.
Yeah, where you run up and the multiplayer, you could just stab somebody in the chest.
Yeah, that's it.
I do remember that.
Oh, that was fucking
It's
corny.
like, whoa.
Oh, man.
Whoa.
Yeah, you're trying to get the stab, get behind somebody just to stab him in the back.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I think it's an execution or some shit. It
Yeah.
was a good time.
I
I had good memories of it. I wouldn't go back and play.
Well, he's about to take a bullet for all of us because he's going to experience it again.
Man, I got because all he had was the console and I have the game. None of my 360 controllers work, so I had to get a dongle. Bought a dongle for my Xbox controller to work on the 360, and I was like, $50 to play one game that I already own.
You're going the extra mile, my friend.
You know what it is? I think it's your guys' fucking fault. We had a conversation about physical media like 2-3 weeks ago, and
Oh wow.
my something dormant in my head lit up. That was like, it's getting away from me. It won't be there. Like I got paranoid. You know what I'm saying? so
Yeah,
you know what?
yeah.
Blame yourselves. All right, for my
I still have my Xbox 360 and working controllers. So Sugma.
my 360 is with my brother. He keeps the 360 at work.
It's with God now.
Yeah. Like I gave. He has the. We went through so many 360s because of the Red Ring shit.
Yeah.
So I think we had 3. We had the regular one. We had the Modern Warfare 2 one. I don't know if you remember that one. It was like gray with the... and then we had the Gears of War one, which was really
the red
cool.
one.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
That's the one we still have.
Is it like when you turn it on, it does like a chainsaw rev?
Yeah, it goes...
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Controllers are dead, though. Those... Like, I don't know what the hell happens to specifically controllers. They're fine. I have people breaking their controllers while we're playing, and it's like, oh, we have so many problems with our controllers. I'm like, why do you have problems with our controllers? The only time I had problems with controllers is when I stopped using them. Does that happen to you guys?
So for me, the most I've broken at Xbox.
Oh, I went through.
The only reason I say, I went at least 2, and the only reason I say that is stick drift.
Mm-hmm.
After a while, no matter how light you are on the sticks, I don't give a fuck if you just got the brand new controller. You're trying to be as nice as possible. Eventually, wear and tear on the analogs it's gonna happen. It doesn't. You the Tekken player, Call of Duty, especially Call of Duty, because you don't realize how often you're clicking up and clicking
Holding
it in and
forward,
clicking
yeah.
up to sprint, and it's like after years of playing, not even years, I'll give you 9-10 months. If you're a gamer, you play every day. That controller is going to Xbox
toast.
Heaven. Yeah, it's going to Xbox Heaven. It's done. Like you might as well wrap it up. You're gonna need your controller's broken when you sit your controller down and you got that light creep on your character. It just starts drifting
or your
and
camera's moving.
So it's one of those things. I go through controllers. I need to replace my controller.
What is it? It's called planned obsolescence.
Yeah, obsolescence. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like they have the technology to not have stick drift. Apparently,
They just don't.
yeah, they just don't because they want you to buy
man.
more accessories.
They got the cure to cancer too.
Yeah. I think the PlayStation 1, one of the PlayStations had like the Hall effect analog sticks, and it's like the controller never broke. So then they switched to the regular magnetic tape one that is responsible for all the stick drift after like 10,000 rotations or some shit. So it's like the technology has been there for a long time to not have it a problem. But, you know, if you
just don't.
Yeah, if you buy a controller that stays working, you're not going to buy another one.
It's such ass. It's such ass.
Yeah.
On 360, I went through God knows how many controllers. It's like it was usually the sticks that went out or the bumpers.
The bumpers had a tendency of clocking out.
Yeah. And then once the Xbox One controllers came out, the sticks, I never had a problem with them again. I have murdered so many bumpers on my controllers, like just the Xbox ones, regardless of what it is. Like I had countless regular Xbox controllers where the bumpers become spongy and don't register half the time. And then like I even had the Elite controller, if you idiot, I know, that's me. So you spend this much money on a controller, and guess what? The bumpers still pop out. And then I got a really, really, really big discount on the Elite Series 2 controller. So I got that, and it still happened. Fucking bumper popped out. And that was, I don't know. After that happened, I don't know. You just want to like take something, and you're like, I'm an adult now. I don't just lose my shit on a whim. But I really want to throw this out the window. Like that's,
yeah. Sea of Thieves. Not Sea of Thieves.
Skull and Bones.
Skull and Bones.
Why do you want to say Sea of Thieves so bad?
Because Sea of Thieves is the name I know.
Skull and Bones. That came out, and Tony's been playing it.
He bought it with his own money, right?
That was no. Try to sneak that in.
But as prophesied, and shit by
Prophesies,
I think almost everyone. It came out and it sucks. So quadruple A game, baby. We've left the world of triple A.
Go figure. It's Ubisoft.
$70 battle pass, microtransactions, and it's half the game, if not less than half the game that Assassin's Creed Black Flag was in 2013.
I like Ace Combat games, right? Flying games. I like games like Sky Odyssey. I like simulator games.
Dogfighting stuff.
Yeah. So when Star Wars something like I
keep forgetting the name of
Rogue Fighter, I think.
Rogue Fighter.
You talking about the one that came out, Squadrons?
Yeah, Squadrons.
Yeah.
I was like really, really hyped for it. I was looking forward to a like Rogue Squadron, but like better, right?
Yeah.
It was good, but it felt like it was just a piece of Battlefront
2.
Battlefront 2 taken out.
Yeah.
And
they like developed it a little bit.
Developed it for full price, but it was almost exactly the same.
It wasn't full price. It wasn't full price at least.
It was?
It was not.
What, Battlefront or Squadron?
Squadrons when it came out.
No, Squadron was like full price, bro.
No, it was like $40 when it came out.
Are you sure?
No, that was full price, bro. That was full price.
To the internet.
Yeah, to the internet.
While he's doing that.
I believe that was full price because I wanted to buy it at one point. I was like, I just can't see myself.
$39.99 Sugma. Yeah.
A day up? Okay.
At the very beginning.
Yes.
At the very beginning.
Yes, I have an article here.
Yeah, it's just I can't. I was really looking forward to it, but I was like, this is just a piece of Battlefront. This isn't even the full. It's like a piece of something, a piece of a whole thing that they're selling for a certain amount that I just couldn't get behind. That it just demoralized me, even though it was like what I wanted. If that makes sense, I'm a fickle. I'm a fickle fucking.
No, I get it.
Gamer.
At least in the case of that game, when that one came out, I think for the most part, the general consensus was that people liked it.
Yeah.
And at the very least, it didn't allude to being, at least for what I saw when I saw it before it came out, it didn't allude to being more than it turned out to be, I guess.
Right.
I think. But Skull and Bones, on the other hand, like,
oh yeah, that has.
I mean, we're talking
Pirates
about
of the Caribbean in it. Has
we're talking about a game that is based on, much like the way, like what you said with Star Wars, it took the thing out of Assassin's Creed and then somehow managed to make it worse. And we're talking about Assassin's Creed ship combat is like fun, but it's like really, I don't know if, like, I don't want to say shallow, but it's very simple. It's pretty fucking simple. So to base a whole game around that and nothing but that, like Assassin's Creed, as much as I'm not a fan of that franchise, sort of, it has a ship combat. You get off the ship, you fight dudes, you do your assassinating shit, you do everything else that comes with the game. It's not just that. And in this game, it's literally nothing but that. There is no other form of combat than that. There is no on-foot combat, no nothing. It's literally just the boat. Combat? There's nothing. You can't
walk around?
You can walk around for some reason.
Can you board ships?
Your ship?
You can't board other people's ship?
Bro, have you not seen the
I can't preface enough, like,
how stupid this sounds, right?
No. Like I can't preface enough game. how sure I was that I didn't want to play this game, that I didn't look up anything about it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That made me bad.
Have you seen the boarding, how you board ships in that game?
No.
How do you board ships?
I just assumed you could, because that seems like a pirate thing to do.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. So in Snarf's world, you board a ship by boarding it. Okay, we got that settled. Okay.
Okay.
In Skull and Bones, you shoot a ship enough, you weaken the ship, and then you can board the ship. You hold the button down, a cutscene plays. They fire harpoons into the enemy ship, and then it just cuts to a loot screen where you grab loot from the boat. It's literally the same. It's functionally the same thing as picking up loot off a dead body in any other video game.
Okay, so I
played
Assassin's Creed Black Flag.
You would board ships.
You can actually swing from the actual top of the rope
and then fight dudes,
the ship and fight people, and then after you capture the ship, you kill a captain, you capture the ship, blah blah blah. You can either choose to recruit the ship or sink it. I do remember that.
Yeah.
You can either, you take all the loot off of it, you sink it, whatever. Not even recruit. You would either sink the ship or you would take all the loot, whatever, depending on the situation.
Take the dudes for your own crew, right?
Right. Take the dudes for your own crew or something like that. But my thing is, how is this a pirate game if you take aspects from Assassin's Creed, can't even board a ship and fight? Like combat, none of that.
There's no digging for treasure, nothing.
There's nothing. Most I've seen solid is I watched Manny play, and anytime he got off his ship and he was on an island, he was picking up equipment.
Bullshit.
Doing just filler shit. You imagine go from here to this place.
I'm dumbfounded.
Deliver this.
I'm dumbfounded because my expectations were so low, but
somehow it managed to get lower than that.
Yeah.
Your expectations were still too high at the end of the day.
I guess so. I thought it's just
okay. All right. How about this? How do you think you land the ship?
You land the ship.
You
dock it and you tie it up.
Okay.
I can only assume.
So what you do is you get near a town, a port, whatever. You hold the button down. It fades to black. Your character's on the dock.
No. We're not talking about Starfield. We're talking about Skull and Bones.
Okay. So imagine Starfield, but with water. I do.
I'm trying to think. Was there any water in Starfield? I can't remember.
Yeah. There was.
I think you can swim in a lake in the main city or something.
Yeah, I remember that. But nonetheless, you don't do anything. Like, and the thing is that the whole point of the game, I remember I played the network test like some time ago, like a long time ago. It was like the kind of thing where if you played it had like your IP address and all sorts of shit blasted on the screen so you couldn't record it or anything.
Amazing.
I played it for 10 minutes and it was like, oh, you have to craft stuff to make a ship. I'm like, this is the game. Get the fuck out of my face. I don't want to play this bullshit. It turns out that's the whole game. The whole point of the game is getting materials to craft stuff for your ship, and that's it. And when you see someone
make the
picking
ship
up
a better ship.
Yeah. And when you see someone picking up shit, like they're walking around, let's say they're picking up planks or cannonballs or something like that, you pick up such a minuscule amount of that supply that's almost a waste of time. Like, let's say if you, like, one of the reviews I saw pointed out that, like, okay, when you make cannonballs, you make 100 at a time, right?
Okay.
When you go find cannonballs to pick up, you pick up 8.
Okay. Yeah. Crafting.
You understand how much of a waste of time
yeah.
that is to just even bother with that? There is burning for treasure, but it's literally your character takes a knee and just does this on the sand with their hands. Imagine digging for treasure with your fucking hands.
Yeah.
No, it's not what pirates do. Yeah.
God, it's so crazy. And then you see the combat, and the combat looks so fucking. It looks so shallow. It looks so shallow. Like you have cannons on all sides of the boat, and all of them like just firing like fucking machine guns. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck they were going on like that.
Damn. I like.
Yeah.
I like you think you know something. Like I knew I didn't want to play the game, but I thought it was like at least the Sea of Thieves we have at home, at least, right?
No,
so it would have some of the same elements that just weren't going to be good. Yeah.
And there are things about Sea of Thieves that you can improve upon. They didn't do any of that. Anything. It's crazy. It's crazy. Well, I guess so we know Tony's playing Skull and Bones this week.
Yeah, all week.
But if he wants to prove me wrong, Tony, what you playing?
Helldivers. Well, no, I'm not playing Helldivers.
You're trying to play Helldivers.
I'm trying to play Helldivers. All right, so let's get into talking about it. So, Helldivers, when it first dropped, it had a successful semi. When I say semi, I mean when it first dropped, there were some connectivity issues. Also connected, actually being able to play a whole match without actually dropping match and getting.
There was like one hardware glitch also.
Yeah, there was a hardware glitch, but connectivity to be playing with friends, cross-platform, etc., etc. Helldivers is failing because of success. It's not a bad game. Helldivers is a great game. It is so good, however, that they don't have enough capacity to keep everybody entertained on their servers. It's just too many people trying to play at a time. When it first dropped, influencers, it got like review bombed. It really did. They shitted all over the game, blah blah blah. Everybody hated it. Yeah,
Really?
It got review bombed when it first dropped. After the first couple days, influencers started playing the game, and it got so popular. I recall when I played day one, it was only like 18,000 people. Was not that many people playing. That went for cross-platform for PS5 and Steam. Now there's over 300,000. Just everyone's playing this goddamn game, and I mean, like, when I say everyone's playing it, I went to a planet, and one planet alone had 98,000 people on, trying to push back the automaton threat. There's just, but the problem is, and what I like about Arrowverse? Arrowhead. What I like about this company is they're very responsive with fixes. They're very responsive with talking their player base, saying, "Hey, we're trying to improve this. We need more developers. We're trying to make this works. We're trying to make fix that." Like, they are very, very busy, and I will give credit. Granted, I'm in a catch-22 because I want to recommend the game for everyone, but I don't. Who wants to purchase a game for $40 and then can't play?
Yeah.
So what I would say right now is the game is in a bad state to where there's people playing it. You may not be able to. I ran into that issue today when I was streaming. I played the game. Solid was available. I played with him as well. And we got into a match. Luckily, we got into a match. And it could be just because it's the weekend and it's double XP weekend. You should have never made... This is the bad one.
The reason they have a double XP weekend is because people weren't getting their XP rewards. They were fucking up there.
I get
Now
that.
they
So
got to
one fuck up
quadruple
led to
XP.
another fuck up because now you don't have the server capacity and you put double XP weekend. Everybody's logging on for the double XP
On a 3-day weekend.
On a 3-day weekend, it's fucking President's Day tomorrow, and like everybody can't play. So we're playing. I luckily got in the first try. Solid got in. I don't know if it was first try or not, but he got in, and we're playing. And then all of a sudden, we're in the middle of the match, about to extract, and connection to the host is lost. I was like, "Yo, what the what?
My
What is
app
this
crashed.
bullshit?"
My app crashed.
Everything crashed. So
Yeah.
I go back to the start screen, and you guess what it tells me? Server is at capacity.
Couldn't get back in.
You cannot join. So imagine for a second, I feel like I was just duped. Like basically, they just kicked me out for somebody who paid more money. That's how I felt. But that's not exactly what happened. But to be fair, like it's just the game is so good. And when I say
it's
so good, it is so good. When it comes to and this is the thing. This is how I know they're done so well. There's only 2 factions to fight against. There's only 2. Bugs and fucking robots. And the bugs remind us of Starship Troopers. The robots remind us of the Terminator. Like it is a great experience to play with your friends. From the drops, the stratagems, if you play with it.
Right.
But I feel like in time, this game can, those games that you play or you play day one and you expect it to be, but then it just.
Yeah.
I feel like this game has some longevity.
Yeah.
I feel like if they can get their connectivity issues in order, the game has longevity to it. Simple fact of they're gonna add more
factions.
They're gonna add more factions
vehicles.
to fight against. They got more vehicles. They even talking about they let out a little snippet of you being in a mech suit and being able to fight back against the automatons and the Terminates.
Oh,
and,
yeah. I think you could go in mechs in the first one.
Yeah, in the first
Right,
one. They don't
exactly,
have any
in the
vehicles
first one.
right now.
Oh,
no vehicles at all right now. So I'm really excited for where this game can potentially go and what else is to add. At level 20, I think the level cap is 50. At level 20, everything as far as stratagems.
Yeah.
So what else can they unlock or go further with as you go up in levels?
Mm-hmm.
Things that you need to think about. To have a game master to just change anything on the fly, for you to stop fighting the Terminates to fight the automatons because it gives you better credits or more experience or whatever. There's incentives to fight certain factions.
Yeah.
So I say to anybody that does watch the podcast that's interested in Helldivers, it is a great game, but at this point, just understand that if you buy, you're not playing on the weekday when the servers are not going to be at full capacity because everybody's at work. You may not be able to play. Because I stream and because I had a viewer want to play the game, went out and bought it that Friday. Imagine purchasing a game for $40 and never being able to log in and play.
Yeah.
Here it is Sunday. He purchased it Friday morning and still haven't been able to play.
Yep.
That sucks.
Yeah. Big time. So hopefully they get it fixed out. If we take them at their word, which they have, again, they're very
they've
responsive.
been very much more responsive than any other company
Than
that
anybody,
I have.
yeah.
I have had the pleasure of actually messaging on Twitter, like, "Hey, and they get back to you. Unlike a lot of other companies, like you message him, you hear crickets like, yo, fuck him. You know what I'm saying?
Why is my
Who's this
money
guy
talking? Why are you?
Right.
You're just
Well, why are
paper.
you even? Yeah, exactly. This guy's another fucking number. It's a statistic. I don't give a fuck. Shove him some DLC. Make sure. So I'm just like, but this game, it's not one of those, like, because some people were complaining, oh, it's pay to win.
Is it?
I have one plan. Yeah, there were people complaining, saying this is a pay to win game.
They're wrong.
I
They
said,
don't know what
bro,
they're talking about."
you're 100% wrong. You can win at this game without ever paying a fucking cent other than the $40 that you paid to buy, if you can actually get.
Although those
but
fucking master citizens can go.
yeah, the master
Fuck
citizen.
off.
So if you pay an extra like 10, what is it, 10, 20 bucks?
Yeah, 10,
You'll be
20 bucks.
a master citizen, and this gives you access to the premium battle pass.
Yeah.
But the thing about the premium battle pass is, if you level up in the regular battle pass and don't spend your super credits that you get in the regular battle pass, you can purchase the premium battle pass
With
with your
in-game
super
currency.
credits with in-game currency. How is this pay to win?
Yep.
I don't understand. Like, I have had no problems killing bugs or fucking robots. I'm confused. So when people say that, I just look at them like you're an idiot.
They're super citizens. The super
Oh yeah,
citizens.
you're super citizens. So
Yeah.
granted, don't get me wrong, super citizens. If you get through the premium battle pass, there's maybe 1 or 2 weapons in there, 1 or 2, that are really good. They do a little bit more damage than the actual gun, the other guns that you get from the battle pass. It's not like you got stratagems in the battle pass that only premium people who pay premium
Right.
have access to. That's not how it works.
I mean, yeah.
It's just maybe.
Yeah.
No, well, yet. There's just 1 or 2 guns that's in the premium that you can. I respect the battle pass that if you actually buy the game. Granted, I didn't even have to pay. Understand? This battle pass came with my $40 purchase. Regular $40 purchase, regular battle pass. If I can go through a battle pass and then unlocks another battle pass for me without me actually having to spend any more money, that's a thumbs up in my book.
Yep.
There's not a lot of battle passes that do shit.
I mean, if you're
Ever.
fucking me, just do it softly, and that's how you do it softly.
You know what I'm saying? Do it soft. Wait, hold on. What?
What? Yeah.
What?
What?
Okay. Fair enough.
I've
Cuddle with
been
me, too, when
playing
you
Final
do it.
Fantasy.
So devil's advocate here.
Yeah.
I'm listening.
So the battle pass gives you stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Does anything that you could get through the battle pass make it easier to win?
Which one? The premium one?
Whichever one, yeah, the premium one, yeah.
It wouldn't make it easier
Guns,
to win.
guns.
Not in a sense. It's just like one.
yes or no, yes or no, yes or no.
I
yes
would
or
have
no.
to say no.
Okay.
Because
I
I
don't
get
think
it, like somebody can actually have the gun that's in the premium and still get their shit rocked. It really doesn't matter. Like,
Okay. I'm just
yeah, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I just asked because if there was something that made the game easier in the battle pass, if I haven't played it, so I'm just being playing devil's advocate here. Okay,
Right, I get it.
Right.
If you could buy it, it's pay to win.
You.
If now we could talk about how egregious the level of pay to win is, but
Right,
if
right.
you could spend money to just kind of get to it sooner, then even if it's a little bit, it's still something. But like think of it on the worst scale, you have a game like Lost Ark, where technically you could get everything you can get by paying for it by grinding. It's just that you might have to spend a 1 year grinding as opposed to a couple $1,000 within 2 days to get to the end. But,
So this game, when I say that, the grind is like,
It's grindy.
now, I'm not talking about how bad the grind is. I mean, literally, if it's a 4-hour grind, or you can skip it by spending $100 to make it easier. That's the point. That's the point.
when
Now-
you make that, when you say it like that, if any form,
Yeah.
it could be considered pay to. But I don't
Yeah, like
see
I'm
it
not
because-
trying to say that it's like, oh, this game is like, they're money grubbing pieces of shit, like anything like that. I'm not making that argument. I'm just saying
Right.
a fundamental thing. If you can't spend money to skip a grind to make things easier for you, then it is pay to win in a sense.
Well, you
but,
don't skip the grind. You just have access to a
You
later
have
grind.
access to a later grind.
that
It's
makes
not
sense?
like skipping. You're not skipping
can
the
you
regular
just
battle
pay your
pass.
way through the whole premium battle pass?
No.
I mean, well, with the super credits, could you? No, the super credits are different. That's totally different.
Yeah, that's for
actually,
like
super
other
credits
stuff.
are for like other stuff. I think you have to actually pay, like, well, not pay. You have to actually grind through missions. Even if you had the premium battle pass, you still have to grind through the missions to get the credits to unlock stuff in the.
And you know, it's kind of like it's an artificial grind for us now, because I bet you if we were able to stay in a game longer than an hour, we would have been a much higher level.
If we would have been able to stay in the game longer than an hour, if I would have been able to play for the last 3 to 4 days, I would have already been in the premium battle.
They're afraid, bro. They're afraid.
Yeah.
I would have already been in the premium battle pass. I would already have the guns that super
Citizens, yeah.
So the only so I guess for the only thing is like if those guns make the game easier, like if they're just better guns than the other guns you've had, that's pretty much
I wouldn't say
if-
outrageously
different
better
guns.
though.
They're
They're
different
different.
guns.
Yeah,
I'm not
they're
okay. Let me put it like this: if they're better in any way, shape, or form, if they're better, like if they just make it easier to beat a mission, right? I'm just saying, devil's advocate. I get
what you're saying.
I'll concede the point, but
Yeah.
But it's like,
I think it's
there's
subjective.
there's more minutia to it than that. Like I said, you could have it in a game like that and you're like, I don't care, I'm having fun. And then you have a game like, once again, Lost Ark, where literally I have to spend hundreds and hundreds of hours playing different characters just to get to the point that someone could get to in like 2 days by opening up their wallet. So
there's like 3-4 gun classes. There's the assault rifle, there's the submachine gun, there's the shotguns, and then there's the pistols. I still use the first gun that I have, but like
energy weapons.
Energy weapons, and I still use the first assault rifle I have. I use shotguns when I'm going against bugs, but like that's the third tier of the battle pass. And I use a submachine gun when I'm fighting robots because I can use the riot shield with submachine gun. Yeah. So like it's different situations. I could just, power out with the auto rifle.
So those guns in the premium pass have incentives like regular pass
don't.
So when we say, hey, this gun is better, a gun that can shoot incendiary rounds over time would be better. I get that.
Yeah, but that comes with the base game.
What? That comes with like even at the base game.
It's like leveling up in Call of Duty. Like Call of Duty original, like you level up to get to level 50 to get the Barrett sniper rifle.
To get the Barrett, or for that matter, to get incendiary rounds and shit like that to put in your... You get what I'm saying? I get what you're meaning, and I concede to what you're saying.
Yeah,
because that is 100% true.
Yeah.
It could still be a form of pay to win, but to be perfectly honest, I like.
They might be playing us because it doesn't feel that way.
It does, maybe that's what it is.
That's what matters at the end. I'm just trying to play devil's advocate because something can still be pay to win, but it's just like it's whatever. Like to me, it doesn't. I don't care. That's fine. Like whatever extent, because like for example, I play World of Warcraft, and World of Warcraft has something called the WoW token. The WoW token you can buy with real money and then sell it at the in-game auction house for gold, and you can use gold to buy potions and food and things that make like raiding and shit and doing high level dungeons a lot easier. And that is pay to win. But I don't like. Or I just play the game and I have gold by playing the game and I buy the stuff. So it like makes no difference to me there, but it is a form of pay to win, but that doesn't like hamper my enjoyment of the game. But but it still is what it is, I guess.
I'll concede the point. Yeah. Yes, there are pay to win elements, but I don't think they're egregious enough to warrant.
To warrant like to get on a pedestal.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, like that part. No, I get that. Of course, man.
Like,
that's just how it is.
Asinine.
They weren't going to play the game anyway. They weren't going to play it anyway.
Probably.
That's really it.
What have you been playing, Fist?
Played through, finished Final Fantasy 7 on hard.
Mm-hmm.
That was fun.
You did the Yuffie DLC.
Yeah, I did the Yuffie DLC. That was solid. One and done for me. I think I was good after that. Aside from that, I really haven't been playing much. I guess I've been getting a little further in Final Fantasy X. Just more nostalgia trip. But that's about it. That's about it for me.
Yeah. I've finally platinum Final Fantasy VII, and the DLC.
Not worth it. Not worth
it.
Don't.
I wouldn't recommend ever doing that shit. I think me getting the 9 dresses took 9 hours.
An hour address.
An hour address.
No, not even an hour address because you already had some.
Yeah, I already
that
had
was
some.
9 hours to get the ones you didn't have.
Yeah, I just didn't know which ones I got before, so I did all 9.
It's God.
That's a shitty fucking achievement.
The only trophies I'm missing are those bullshit ones, and I'm like, not worth the time. I've done all the hard shit. That's
so the ridiculous. Only other game that I played solid you have access to. Grand Blue Fantasy Relink.
I want to play that shit. Fuck.
Okay. So.
What's that guy? What's that guy? You ever watch that guy's shorts? He's like a political guy. But he reviews food. It's like, hey, what are they making there? Tomato sauce? And then he goes into a full political rant. And then at the end, he always goes, I want to eat that.
Oh, I know. It's the white dude with the glasses.
Yeah.
Right? And he's okay. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
So this game, I watched Auto-Sun play. Like, play the demo, and I was like, maybe not, right? But then I watched the Auto-Sun play it, and I was like, oh, okay. So I purchased. And I have to say, I have been having a lot of fun. And it is something I can actually enjoy now because of the simple fact that I can enjoy now because of the simple fact is Helldivers System. So I have something that I can go back to and play. So, but this, I have to say, it is very enjoyable. The story is awesome. It's like fighting big ass creatures. Combos.
Yeah.
It's like it's basically a JRPG, and there's a multitude of characters. You can also play online, which I haven't gotten to yet. Online looks really good. I have to say, it is rivaling Tales of Vesperia for me. Two totally different games.
Yeah, they're definitely very different.
Yeah. They're different games, but I'm talking about the amount of fun, the fun factor that I've had playing this compared to Vesperia. Like, I've played Vesperia, Symphonia, I've played Zestiria, and I've always held Vesperia in this high regard up here. That is still fun.
Yeah.
This Grand Blue Fantasy Relink is getting close. I'm not gonna flex, and I've just there's so much that I haven't experienced yet, and I've been really enjoying. Voiceovers, you can have a multitude of voiceovers from the original Japanese. I'm actually pretty. I was thinking to myself, like tells me, prepare to die, Eggbear. You know what I'm saying? It's just so bad, so bad. But the English voiceovers are actually really good. The cutscenes, the AI in the game is dope. It has a lot of Final Fantasy dodging mechanics when it comes to the bosses. With like a raid boss, and they do some area of effect, and you have to move your characters behind certain things or do. It is really, really good, and I have to say, if you're playing in a group, that can make or break the game. Imagine you're like Final Fantasy 14, but Grand Blue.
It's like an action RPG, like real time.
Right, it really is good.
I played the demo, and I was like, I seen a bunch of streams of it. I played the demo, and I was like, yep, I can see myself playing this for a while because it looks like it has like the combat looks like it's really, really fun. After playing the demo, I was like, okay, yeah, this is solid. But then it still has like the Monster Hunter grind.
Right.
So
still does. The grind is there.
It's like grinding, but it looks like, I mean, granted, I'd have to play it to confirm this, but it looks like the grind is gonna be really fun.
For the most part, I haven't even beaten the story yet, and all part of the grind. Yeah, so I'm actually enjoying what I'm doing. You playing it on PC?
Me?
Yeah, OP.
Oh, if I were to, well, I have to get it. Like I said, I only play the demo. I probably get it on PlayStation.
Yeah.
But I'm actually really enjoying it. I've been playing offline. So, I'm going to play that. The only other games that I'm looking forward to in the future after the debacle on my is Rise of Ronin, which I'm curious. I don't know. We'll see if I buy day one. But the day one purchase for me is Dragon's Dogma 2. That is coming next month.
Yeah.
That's what I'm looking for. What about you, boy?
I'm looking forward to it. I don't know, hard to say. Really.
Dragon's Dogma.
Yeah, Dragon's Dogma. Dragon's Dogma. But, I just always wait to buy shit, so for the most part.
Fair enough.
Tekken's been great.
Yeah, I was like, Snarf, what you been playing?
Tekken, and Platinum Final Fantasy. And I'm kind of in limbo right now. Just don't want that platinuming fucking Final Fantasy. I'm like, I just want to watch YouTube videos right now. I don't want to.
Yeah, I understand.
Fair enough.
I'm probably going to pick up Turok soon because my friend gave me his 360.
You let us all be available for that. I need to see how much nostalgia this is really kicking you in the ass right now. When you boot it up, I want to be a part of stream it to me.
Okay,
and who else? So I can see. I need to see your face too. I need to see. I need to see if you actually enjoy yourself.
You want me to bring out the old OBS profile, huh?
You're damn right. I need to see this because the first time you run up on somebody, is the multiplayer server still like running?
No way.
There are certain games
where it could be peer to peer, and then maybe that'll just maybe that just works.
Yeah,
there's certain games where the servers.
Yeah.
And Final Fantasy Rebirths comes out. I might play it later this year. Unless the spoilers get too crazy.
Yeah,
that's your YouTube feed.
Yeah. All right. Well, where can they find y'all? Fist?
Fuck. No, I don't know. YouTube.com/e/FistTruck or at FistTruck or FistTruck TV. There you go. I remember my own stuff. Tony, go.
Find me at HeyyyyyTony on Twitch and YouTube. 5Y.
Tony with 1 Y.
5 Ys. It's 5 Ys.
And Snarf, where can they find you?
I'm here.
They found you. Yeah. Okay.
I'm here.
All right. Well, thank you all for joining, and we will see y'all next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.